Hi gamers, it's your favorite stepfather, Dope Magic. Welcome to episode 2 of the Hi Gamers podcast. Today I'm going to be talking about the Zelda 35th anniversary and some of my hopes, some of my expectations, just things of that sort about the anniversary. So let's chill. Let's talk about it. So my first thing I want to get into is my hopes for pretty much this upcoming year. I do hope that they do a couple things like merchandise. I definitely want more posters and artwork, which I feel like is a very underrated thing because everybody can't just play them shits. But I really do enjoy seeing some of the Zelda artwork that's there, and especially posters. I used to be enamored with this one poster that my sister had in her room, which was this Zelda Ocarina of Time one. It had like all the monsters and all the characters that were going to be in the game crowded around with the highlight, like the spotlight on Link playing the ocarina. That shit looked so dope to me, and just overall having the guidebook, that shit looked dope. But I definitely want to see them do something like that. Put some Legend of Zelda Jordans out in this bitch, nigga, like some shit like that. I think because Mario got a Puma deal. Shit, put some Zelda Pumas, nigga. Need them shits. But definitely more games, more, just things for people to deal with, more toys and shit like that. As far as the game, I think we already, we've all seen a Nintendo Direct, so we know that Skyward Sword is going to be the next game that's coming up. My thoughts on it, I'm not mad at it. I definitely thought, that we needed a Skyward Sword port. I do wish they would do a little bit more work on it, like, just how Mario 3D World has the Bowser's Fury on there. We kind of need something extra on top of Skyward Sword. Like, give us something extra. And really, if they could expand on Ghirahim's story, because Ghirahim is such wasted potential. So I think that would be really cool. But just a straightaway port, and especially it being $60. Normally I don't really care about it being $60. Yeah, but that's the story with Nintendo games anyway. It's not gonna change. But I definitely feel like they should add a little bit more bang for the buck in the damn package. I heard they may be doing something with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess as well, which I think that'll be fun. It's the logical next step. You already have them on the Wii U. They're good games. They're never gonna not be good games. So you might as well squeeze them. But I would say at least put them in a package together for $60. But honestly, I think what I'm really looking for, like, I don't see it happening, but I really wish they would do like a dream collection kind of, where they'll put A Link to the Past, even though they have the spiritual successor with A Link Between Worlds, but I want them to put A Link Between Past or A Link to the Past. I would want them to put Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons together, all into one bundle. And I think that would be a real cool one, but recreate it, like even if it's just, if it's like the Link's Awakening style, I'm fine with that too. Honestly, I know there's big, discussion, debates and everything about how mad people get about the chibi art style. Like, it fits. Would I like something more adult? Probably, but at the end of the day, a remake is a remake, and it's something that I would like to take with me to updated hardware. Although if they had to choose just one to make a full-on remake and like really do it up, I would say A Link to the Past by far. I just love the game compared to the others, even though they're more wacky. I don't know, I like the Link to the Past. That's the only handheld I would put in the A tier, like of the top tiers. But yeah, so there's that. And of course, they float around, maybe they should do Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D together, which that would be cool too. They were originally already on console, so they just got ported over to a 3DS, so you might as well just use those assets and put them together. Honestly, put a 5-pack together with all 5 of those games. I know it would take incredible amount of not really incredible amount, but it would take a lot of work to do. Not to short not to short any of the developers or anything like that, but it wouldn't take a long time in the scheme of things compared to other things that people are doing where they're creating new product and new softwares. But honestly, my next thing I was thinking about is where would they take the series after Breath of the Wild? Like, Breath of the Wild is amazing. It is the pinnacle of Zelda games thus far, and I know they're working on the sequel and everything, which I think is going to be a really good game. I really hope so, because I could not stand a disappointment. But I don't. Zelda games never really disappoint like that. But what I will say is, I had this idea for like a Zelda game that will be very unconventional and people might not even like it at all. But just how they had the Paper Mario series, especially around the Super Paper Mario era, like right before they switched over to Sticker Star and that atrocity and shit. But I thought a Paper Zelda would be fun. Like, it don't have to be a main series thing, of course, just have it as a side thing, but I think a Paper Zelda would be very entertaining, especially just to sit back, relax, and do, as opposed to the hardcore, grinding of, not really grinding because it's not really levels to the shit, but just instead of putting in all these hours trying to learn how to do these new cool things with Breath of the Wild, have like little small simple timing based mechanics on certain things, like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is not the most crazy, oh my god, I gotta have this and this and this perfected to do it. Like, it's just time based shit. So I feel like I wouldn't mind a Zelda in that style either, but I understand you would probably want a little bit more action than just a turn based RPG. So I would think maybe like a Super Paper Mario. I think that would be fun. Not currently the way that the creators make Paper Mario series. I mean, I'm not too big of a fan of how the series turned out. But I think if they can, if they can catch lightning in a bottle, they can catch some magic. I think, Paper Zelda would be very interesting, and I would love to see that before I die. But I mean, I guess that's all I have to say about the Paper Zelda installment. But you know what they should do? I think they should bring back the Zelda Symphony. I don't know if it's still currently going on, but of course with COVID, you can't do much of anything. But I remember a couple years back, I went to a symphony for Zelda, and that shit was beautiful. Like, almost as beautiful as the motherfucking background beat on this. Like, real quick, this is Zelda Wave 2 from, let's see his name, from Marble Ponds. And apparently he don't do these that often, but this shit is beautiful. Like, I can't even hold it. Like, but anyway, back to what I was saying about the symphonies. The symphonies are gorgeous, like amazing. I would love to keep doing that experience. It was people dressed up, just enjoying themselves. Me and my cousin, we had went, and we just went there and enjoyed all the music. They had somebody who was playing the ocarina there. They had just different, like, big live instruments, and I love that shit, man. So I definitely recommend going to a symphony in general, but a Zelda symphony just kind of makes you feel amazing because you already know the music, but it's just a recreation of it, and it just sounds so fucking amazing, nigga. But I think definitely, as far as just, I just don't want them to short the 35th anniversary. Because even though Mario's stuff sound like, you had some good stuff that come out of it, I feel like it just wasn't as big as it was supposed to be, especially being the flagship character. And Zelda is that big too. It's not like Mario. Of course, more people probably know Mario than Link, but at the same time, like, Link he ain't no bitch, like, he ain't no slouch. So I think it'll be really cool to have all out effort given for this, and like I said, that includes posters, drawing books, merchandise like shoes, shirts, jackets, definitely collection packs, just, and something more adventurous too. I think, Zelda has always been adventurous with different approaches. They don't have the same concept all the time, but I think that'll be really cool. And then the last thing I would say I would be thinking about that I would really want is just some more interaction in other games and representation in other games. Like, I think the coolest shit ever is that you're gonna have a working warp pipe in Mario, and that shit is like, well, working warp pipe from Mario to Animal Crossing. That shit is gonna be so fucking cool, and it's gonna help a lot because I play Animal Crossing, and it's like I don't want to keep walking from running to area to area. That shit take too long. So a warp pipe, and like I'm just imagining. Say I get my Animal Crossing character and they either get the Link outfit or something, or, you know, they get the Zelda outfit, Ganondorf outfit or whatever. Or the coldest shit to me is if you give them a working Triforce. That shit there, man, I'll be in this motherfucker. I'll be the happiest nigga in the world. You couldn't tell me a goddamn thing. But I guess that's really it on my thoughts about what I think the Zelda remake should be, or the Zelda anniversary should be. Just a couple remakes. I would love to have everything put up together. Same thing with, you know, they might as well go ahead and port over Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, since it's already right there. You already have pretty much all the models and everything you need. I'm pretty sure that one will take minimal effort to finish out. But I don't want to drag this out too long and have people thinking I'm just trying to fight for time. So it's been your favorite stepfather, Dope Magic. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your mama beat your ass.